What's going on, everyone? Had to come on here and talk about my good friend that's behind me, Jack McGee, one of my favorite teammates here at, when we were at New Bedford High School. Played football together and just passed away, and just a great dude. And tomorrow isn't promised. And this I call him young man because I feel I'm still a young man. This this dude, you know, worked his butt off. Good career at Kearney Academy in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Was part of the staff there. Kept the building in order. Crazy, crazy. Um, his boys, he got grown boys. Tracy, his wife, just just a great family. And this dude, the last time I seen him was in the hospital, and man, I was just in shock to see one of the gentle giants in my life, you know, being hospitalized and definitely going through some pain. And but as I went into there and just normal question, normal responses that we always did. What's up? How you doing? What's going on? You need anything? And instantly, I just knew something was wrong. It wasn't him. The responses wasn't the same, but what do I expect? He's in the hospital. Truly thought he would make it through, and didn't know that he was fighting for his life. And but I'm glad that we had some conversation compared to not having a conversation with him, right? And then tragedy happens. Um, Tracy, I appreciate you reaching out to me and letting me know because I would not have known at all that he was in the hospital. And you gave me a priceless memory, even though it hurts. Tough week. I lost Jackie Ramus, another educator in the city. She's buried yesterday. It's a pretty tough week. Um, but Jack, man, I remember leaving the city at a just after elementary school, taking off to California, then later moving to Florida, and then coming back home. It was an all-time dream to be back and be in Massachusetts again. But it was even more special that I had an opportunity to play for the New Bedford High School Whalers in football. And during that time, he was a great teammate, awesome teammate. Kept the locker in line. You and Billy, and fell short of the success we should have had. a lot of talent on that team. Just wasn't our time. And but I want to reflect on some of the things that you did. Keeping guys in line, especially those that didn't have an understanding of team. Yeah, Nathan, thank you, Big Jack. Big Jack is a great dude, man, and definitely didn't have to worry about your kids when they were at Carney Academy. You know, Jack was there, along with many other special people. But I want to keep reflecting on my teammate. There was so many people that just didn't know or understand, the concept of team. And Jack was one of those guys to straighten them out when they kind of swayed, uh, having some vanity in there, as far as the football team. I mean, the stories that I could tell about the football, on the field, in the locker room. There's some great stories about him on the basketball court and being that teammate. Um, I think that, believe it or not, man, when he seemed like he was when it came to basketball, man, he took that step just one season after football. I know he looked like he was in the best shape, and it was only, you know, you stop football, and the very next week you're playing basketball. But it seemed like on a basketball court, he was in better shape, and but I always knew he was that dude. He protected the team, the quarterback, running backs, did his responsibilities, and but it's a huge loss. Lost many people in my life, but there's one thing about this dude, and nothing changed. I left him 3,000 miles away, 2,000 miles away, come right back to the hometown, and it's like we didn't even miss skip a beat. It was just like same thing. Big hugs, big greetings, you know, the announcements of, you know, his kids being born, you know, my kids, we seen each other periodically, and it got a little bit more frequent when I was paying some visits to the school and he was there. I was so happy when he retired. Said, yeah, time to enjoy life, enjoy some things, enjoy the next chapter. So and I bring this up, I gotta talk about him for a little while. I gotta get this out of me. Uh, Shout out to Paulo Paris. He was kind of in awe too over the news, and because of that post, I just started dwelling on it every chance I got. A little stagnant or not doing anything, and then quickly thoughts of Jack came on my mind. Tomorrow isn't promised, man, and communication is key. Maybe you don't want to let people know what's going on in your life sometimes, but let you know let somebody know. Let somebody know if you're going through some difficulties. Communicate. Jackie had let's see, I was a little Victor to Big Jack. Yeah, he was just that dude, man. Anthony Black, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you, for listening. Jack was a teammate of mine, Anthony, and he was just a good dude. He passed away, and I showed this yesterday. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's a little sticker here on my thing because that's when it's right there. It's a hospital sticker. And Jack used to support me on every podcast, add his comments every single time, just like Anthony Black is doing now. Nathan Victor, thank you. No, that was Jack. As you guys did that comment, he would be right there. What's up? How you doing? And but we held that connection over the years, and but seeing seeing friends in the hospital is difficult, and because you wonder, is that the last time or last appearance or last sight you're gonna see of your friend? And I felt it that day. I really did. I for sure felt an eerie feeling, and sure enough, you know, Tracy reached out to me, and I was unable to take that message because it Facebook Messenger is not sturdy for me. It's not a good thing, and I was feeling so bad because she was definitely calling me to tell me the news, and then sometime after that, I found out the news. And yeah, much love, Anthony. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I got to talk to you about getting to 12th Street. I gotta get her on the podcast, so I'm gonna have to talk to you about that. But I gotta reach out to her. Thank you, Anthony. Um, the Yeah, we gotta communicate every week. I have sometimes you gotta lose yourself podcast, and we talk about love and grief, and this week it's my turn. It's fate. Fate is grief is gonna be there. And you may miss it today, this week, next week, this month. Um, but within this year, we're all gonna go through something. That's the sad thing about it. So, my boy Marvin with his book, Unpacking Grief, Shattered to Onward. It's a great book. And in the back cover it says, this moving journey through grief offers solace to the sorrowful, charting a course from despair to hope. The author, fortified by personal loss, shares insight to guide the brokenhearted through a 15-day healing planner. It's a tale shared of vulnerability and finding strength in pain, inviting readers to transform grief into growth and emerge, not as they were, but reborn with untapped potential. This book is a testament to resilient human spirit, a companion in the quest for healing. It's by Marvin David Speller. But there's just a small piece of his book, but there's a lot of information in there. And he just started an audio book that should be available soon. But Jack, please, man, anybody out there, you have some kind words about Jack. That's why I'm on here. Definitely on here. TikTok, I can't see your comments, man. I truly would love to interact with you. Um, but I know you're there. TikTok community is unbelievable. Very, very supportive. And I truly, truly appreciate you all. Facebook, YouTube, thank you. So, anyone out there, please, if you have any stories about Jack, whether he was your friend, your colleague, um, your teammate, was on the track team, football team, basketball team for New Bedford High School. Um, you have any stories about him? Come on, come on. Put them in the comments. I'm going to stay on for about 15, 20 minutes. The craziest thing is like a lot of things that are going on right now, Jack would be watching, right? March Madness, you know. So these are all the things that, I'm gonna get reminders of, whether we're talking about who's gonna win, um, you know, and there's no way he could have did a bracket this year. But would have loved to see, who he thinks gonna take it. But that's what he is. He is a sports person, Both his sons played, you know. Chad was coaching. I think he still is. It's amazing, you know, how you set you try to live your life to be a great example for the people behind you. He's definitely that person, as far as a dad, you know, spouse. He was that dude, and um, crazy. And this morning was even tough for me because I'm a school bus driver. So the kids I drop off, some of them are at his school. So, you kind of, I just dwelled about it in the morning, thinking about where he would be right now, what he would be doing this early morning during the arrival of the students in the morning. And, but yeah, Jack, big Jack. Um, it's funny during the elections, I would always see him working the election polls and, making sure the school was in order as people came in, cast their vote. So as I get there, whether, either I was working or voting, whatever it may be, it was perfect timing. As I walked in, he was kind of arriving in the area and we would talk, you know, um, reminisce, tell the same old story sometimes, or stories. But that's what friends are for, you know, to see each other, speak about each other, you know, find out what's going on. But yeah, now I got to ride by his house and I got to continue to keep in touch with, his family. It's not much I can do or say other than, trying to support him. Um, but man, huge, huge loss for a lot of us. Um, all right, everyone. Thank you. I just wanted to give this little tribute. Hopefully, I can do some more in the future. Um, as we lay my good friend down to rest, um, maybe we'll have some more reflections about Jack, and I think it's the thing to do. All right, everyone. Thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate you. Everyone on TikTok, Facebook. I feel it. Oh, wait. I gotta Reggie Victor, man. What's going on? Read this comment. Appreciate you joining us, man. Talking about Big Jack. You know he was a friend of yours. How great man. We grew up together at the church, played ball together. Still in shock. Gonna miss him. Yes. Rest in peace. Like a brother to me. Yeah. He was, man. He was. Nothing fake about him. You know, just like you, Reggie. Nothing fake about him. What you see is what you get. And he was there. Um, yeah. So I haven't heard any word, and I don't expect anything to be announced. Today, but maybe over the weekend. And then I'll post it. Family will post it. Uh, yeah, I try to tell everybody, go see Jack. Go see Jack. Keep trying to tell people, go see him. And I hope y'all did go by. And then again, hospitals are not for everybody. It could be a trigger point. That place it can trigger a lot of things. And so I understand. But if anything now, make sure you reach out to his boys, reach out to Tracy, let her know that we're here for her. Nothing can replace a spouse, that's for sure. Just nothing. What can you do? What can you say? There's just nothing you can do. But just be there. Give her a big hug. Anything. Give the boys a hug. Man, gotta inhale a little bit. All right, everyone. Please, tomorrow ain't promised. If you got to see your I love yous, see them now. Reach out, tell someone, contact someone. Um, and all right, happy Easter if you celebrate the holiday, or have a great weekend. I truly, truly appreciate my time off. You know, I try to get there every single day, do my job, and uh, and then go home. But when it's my days off, I truly appreciate it to do the things that I wish that I want to, or do nothing at all. But all right, y'all, take care. God bless, and I will see you guys in a couple of days with some podcasts, some TikTok lives, and reaching out to guests. Got some new guests coming up. One of Jack's teammates, Donald Lesser. I'm gonna have him on next week. One of the most loyal guys. Yeah, I love you too, Nathan. Love you, bro. Very, very much. Um, So I have Donald Lesser on next week. Um, one of the most loyal basketball people that I know when it comes to watching sports, coaching sports, playing sports when he played, telling basketball stories. There's tons of them all over the region, only because that's what basketball gave him. It gave him a bigger community. And so I want to just talk to him about it and also give him some flowers while he's standing. Um, then very next week, I have Scott Jenkins. Scott Jenkins, Bay Village kid, went to UConn, played some football, went to Disney, got a job, went to ESPN, got a job, went to Hollywood, and got a job in a soap opera. So we'll be talking about him. Victor, Victor, I love you, bro. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Man, we're all hurt. Got that crackle in my voice, man. But I'm a man that don't mind crying. So, especially for people that I love. All right, y'all. Take care. I will see you guys in a couple of days. And we do our thing like we usually do. But once again, tomorrow isn't promised. Take care. God bless. Rest in peace, Jack. Jack McGee, rest in peace. Jackie Ramus, rest in peace. The owner of Sunshine Daycare on Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. May you rest in peace. Take care and God bless.